We're asked to find the distance between the following points using the distance formula. We want to give an approximate answer rounded to the nearest tenth. And of course, we got to show all of our steps. So this is the distance formula I'm going to use. I'll put it right here. It's going to be basically that distance is equal to the square root of x2 minus x1. This is all in parentheses squared, plus y2 minus y1, all again in parentheses squared. If you have more points, you would basically just add them on underneath this little radical right here and do the same as you do for here. So now that we know the formula, let's plug in and solve for these two problems. x2 or x1 can be whichever m or n. You just got to stay consistent with the y value as well. So if we plug it in, let's use our first one as our x2. So inside of here, we would have like a -4 minus -5. And this is all squared, plus our y2, so we'll use 9, minus our y1, which is 3, and all of this is squared. So from here, we can make this a positive, so this is just going to be 1 squared, so this is going to give us 1, plus this is going to give us a 6, so we'll have 6 squared, that's going to be a 36, and this is all underneath the square root. So this is going to be a radical of 37. Now you put that into a calculator and you would find the answer and round it to the nearest tenth. That would be like 6.0827, but if we want to round to the nearest tenth, that's just going to be 6.1 for this one. Now let's look at 7, this next one right here. Let's plug in our values. So again, we have our square root, and then we're going to have a 2 minus 5, this is all squared, plus we're going to have a 4 minus 7, and this is all squared. So we'll have the square roots of, this is going to give us a -3 squared, so that's just going to be 9, plus this is going to be a -3 squared as well. So that's going to also give us a 9 right here. So we're going to have the square root of 18, and the square root of 18 is going to be approximately 4.2426. But if we're rounding to the nearest tenths, it's just going to be 4.2. So the answer to this problem, or these two problems, are going to be 6.1 and 4.2.